The location of the island commune seen within the trailer for 28 years later actually holds a lot more significance than you think. That's right, recently we got our first look at the long-awaited trailer for 28 years later, and although the film won't be released until the summer of 2025, the trailer serves as an insight into the potential themes and locations that the film will explore, with the main protagonist appearing to be part of a small island commune situated on Holy Island, a very real place which is located just below the Scottish border, and the history of this location likely bears immense significance in terms of the values that the community share. But what is Holy Island and why is it so significant? Well, Holy Island is actually one of the birthplaces of English Christianity, with there being a settlement of Irish monks on the island through the 4th to the 8th century, and during the 6th century the island was under the leadership of St Cuthbert, and 11 years after his death the monks would actually decide to open up his tomb, to where they discovered that Cuthbert's body had not decayed at all during those 11 years, leading the monks at the time to believe this was a sure sign of Cuthbert's purity and saintliness. And following setting up an altar of prayer to Cuthbert, the monks would actually go on to witness several miracles in the island, which in turn would establish Holy Island as a major pilgrimage centre, and as a result the masses flocked to the island, with Holy Island being one of the few places described as a utopia during the dark ages of Middle Age England, with the monks believing that their fortune is a direct result of their cult-like worship to St Cuthbert. And I believe this history bears immense significance in the formation of the commune which is situated on the island preceding the outbreak of the rage virus, with the residents likely believing they had been spared through some sort of divine intervention similar to the miracles which occurred during the height of the worship to St Cuthbert, which in turn gives reason to reignite the cult-like worship of the former saint, with this belief likely being what birthed the strong community which is represented in the trailer, and equally as such is probably a key aspect in maintenance of the relative peace on the island, with the residents likely following the laws and principles of the monks who had formerly created a utopia on the island during the Middle Ages. And all of this feeds into one of the key themes highlighted within the trailer, and that being the focus on how the apocalypse affects people specifically, with the island commune actually likely being a reference point for comparison for the ever more dramatic changes that have occurred on the mainland, with the commune likely being one of the last representations of the values carried over from the world prior to the outbreak of the virus. But again, we won't know anything for certain until the film is released in 2025. But what do you think? Will the cultural significance of the location play into the leadership style adopted by the island? Let me know in the comments. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever, and BanMan out.